friends, lovers of freedom across the world. I welcome you to this amazing program. Wherever you are joining me from, I appreciate you and I thank you for being part of this program. Please like and share the program on your platform. Share to family and friends. Share to everyone that is close to you so that they can be part of this very platform and be able to send information across. Fellow Biafrans and people of the world, viewers across the world, in this very platform, we do not come here to instigate violence. We do not come here to preach hate. We don't come here for saga or to attack any individual. What we do in this platform is to send information across to the world on the true situation of things in Biafra land and in the contraption called Nigeria. There are so many things that are not being taken note of. There are so many things that are happening that are being told in a different form. In this platform, we bring those information to your doorstep and tell you exactly how things are. There are certain videos that you might not be able to come across on the media. Some videos that are hidden from the eyes of the people, we bring them out and share it through the social media so that the world will be aware of what is going on in the contraption called Nigeria. I welcome every one of you, and I'm going to share a very important information as we speak. I want you to watch this video from the beginning to end. You will understand what we are talking about. So many things that you can't see online. You are going to see it here. So listen to this very video from the beginning to end, and I bet you're going to enjoy it. Let us watch it together and see.
Good morning to our viewers watching from wherever in the world. Now, the Court of Appeal in Abuja has ordered Yahaya Bello, former governor of Kogi State, to appear before the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission for arraignment. The court overturned a Kogi State High Court decision that restrained the EFCC from prosecuting Bello on the allegation of an 80 billion naira in money laundering. In a unanimous decision delivered on Tuesday, a three-member panel of the appellate court, led by Ken Amadi, also restrained the former governor from taking any further action regarding the charges against him until he has been formally arraigned. The EFCC filed the appeal against the judgment of Isa Abdullahi Jamil, a judge of the Kogi State High Court, in a fundamental rights case instituted by Bello in February. Now let's see what the people are saying. The first tweet there reads, Yahaya Bello should have appeared before the law court a long time ago. But unfortunately, this country is not serious, and the EFCC plays selective justice when it comes to flexing their powers. Yahaya Bello felt untouchable because the EFCC literally made it seem so by declaring him wanted instead of going to pick him up. The next tweet there reads, how many times will the court threaten Yahaya Bello with facing the law? He has been facing the law, but it seems the law is deliberately kept in gear in the reverse and have been pulling back fearfully to avoid a collision. We are watching this drama series. The last tweet there reads, Yahaya Bello is bigger than the EFCC. Yahaya Bello seems to be bigger than the judiciary. Yahaya Bello is bigger than the police. Yahaya Bello is bigger than Nigeria. Where is Yahaya Bello? And before you comment, still keeping it in Kogi State Governor Alhaji Usman Ododo has approved the appointment of 1,192 additional aides. This was contained in a statement issued by the Secretary to the State Government, Dr. Folashade Ayoade. The aides include Yakuba Abdul Hakim, who will serve as the Executive Secretary of the Kogi State Office for Disability, 165 senior special assistants, and 36 special assistants. Others on the list approved by the governor are 574 ward special assistants and 290 local government special assistants. Similarly, Ododo also approved the appointment of Alhaji Ibrahim Abdul Sadiq as the Director of Protocol for the First Lady Office, in addition to other retinue of aides. The governor congratulated all appointees and urged them to put in their best service to the state and humanity at large. All appointments are with effect from September 1, 2024. Again, we turn to the streets to see what the people are saying. The first tweet there reads, it's high time the Constitution provided for the number of special assistants that a governor or even a president should have. The next tweet there reads, the same governor will say Kogi State cannot afford to pay 70,000 naira to the state civil servants. And the final tweet there reads, maybe unemployment will reduce by 1,192. Now,
so I was looking looking at that, and I was checking for the unemployment numbers, figures. Maybe this is the governor's response to unemployment. Let him employ everybody in Kogi State. But this is what we talk about when we talk about over-bloated cabinets. Not just at federal level, but at state level. You know, when we talk about the federal, the center, we often say that we should also look at the subnationals. They are sometimes the biggest culprits when it comes to wastage and, you know, and bloated cabinets.
Say it again, please. Say it one more time. We see this play
out in Kogi State. What would Kogi raise in terms of IGR in the last year? Kogi's debt profile, Road to Space, you help me with the figures.
It's high.
It's very high. And you're spending, especially when many states are saying, oh, 70,000 naira, they're going to have to pay people. And of course, these aides are not going to be earning 70,000 naira. Can that fund or the amount of money that will be spent on this large entourage of assistants be spent on creating jobs for Kogi State or spent on building infrastructure for Kogi indigents? Many times what happens, unfortunately, is that when these people get into power, they want to reward those who supported their campaign. And they reward the people using the people's commonwealth and using the taxes of the people. So we need to stop this. And I quite agree with that post that says that maybe we should start regulating how many aides can be appointed. Or if you want these number of aides, pay from your own pocket. Don't use the state funds for it. Let me go back to the first, can we now consider former governor of Kogi State a fugitive? Because the question or the hashtag is, where is Yahaya Bello? And the most important question is, why are you running? If they want to bring you in for question, and we said the same thing earlier with regards to what's happening with the NLC and the police, if you're being invited for questioning, they're not detaining you, they're not judging you. You're innocent until you're innocent until proven guilty. So the honorable thing, I would imagine, is for the former governor of the state to present himself, at least even before the courts. Yes. It means that, like the other person, he doesn't have respect for our systems. And this is why people don't have trust in the justice system, when it seems like there's certain people who are exempt from facing the law.
Kogi State has iron ore. Kogi State has limestone. Kogi State is in the breadbasket of Nigeria. Kogi State has consistently had the highest inflation figures in Nigeria. Go and check the trend lines. On a year-on-year basis, headline inflation, and on a month-on-month basis, also food inflation, one of the highest, despite being in the breadbasket. Kogi State is a blessed state that you should be bringing in Tesla and all these other companies to come in there. This is why, as you said, I've been telling people, focus on governors, focus on these other guys at the subnationals, because that's where the problem is. You talked about the unemployment. I keep using Q4 2020. At the top of the hour, we're talking about River State and all the chaos that's happening there. River State's unemployment and underemployment combined, 59%. Kogi State is 66. Wow. Almost 7 out of 10 people are either unemployed or underemployed in Kogi State. Listen, if we break down the issues in each of these states in the federation, man, we'll have trending content for years to come. That's all I have to say. Yahaya Bello should face the law.
Well, it seems as if, like I said, 1,192 people are not part of these people that are not employed anymore. What are your thoughts?
They have jobs.
They have jobs now.
I've always said it's culture will eat strategy for breakfast. You are complaining about Kogi State. Look at the electoral process that brought in the governor. What do you expect? And that's my problem with it. So if we do not change something with our leadership structure, it's not... Wait a minute. You've been flexing your muscle about. Let me shock you. You said he appointed 1,192 aides. You think he knows better? This was the same man that lists meeting with NSA, APC governors as 100 days achievement. I mean, what were you... No, you're laughing. What were you expecting? He listed it as part of his 100 days achievement. You can laugh. Why are you laughing? Laugh. This was the same man that listed... Ask what was his antecedents before he got in there. How did he get in there? And you are surprised that he protected his godfather, Yahaya Bello, that got in him there? Why are you surprised? Somebody was saying the other day that the white lion is big. It's bigger than everybody. Because can the EFCC clamp him down? No. At some point, we're shouting, clamoring, young people should run government, young people should run government. Yahaya Bello was a young man when he ran government. What did he do? You are talking about iron ore investment. Is that not where Ajaokuta is? Has Ajaokuta seen the light today?
Oh my goodness.
Azerbaijan are not there. Kogi State has about 20,000 hectares. So if you don't fix the process that bring in people like these characters to become leaders over others in a country where you have educated people, enlightened people, you'll never... Do you know Kogi is also the confluence town where River Niger, River Benue meets?
Blessed
Do you know the rich potential, even the historical potential? Is that not where Lugard stayed? But in a country where you have people like Donald Duke, that was the only governor never indicted by the EFCC when he left government. You are having people like this being harbored by the states. When Donald Duke came out, isn't his EFCC record enough to be able to allow him be on the pedestal to run for vice president? What happened then? Because this nation does not like the good people. Our political structure, once you are good, you are vocal, they will push you back because they can manipulate you.
Let's talk about his predecessor very quickly before we move to the next story. Yahaya Bello, who of course has been...
He should go and face his court. See, what's it called? Truth is, are we not even daft that we are talking about a man that has been indicted by the EFCC? We are talking about the fact that we are begging him to go and face his charges. It's not even a reflection of a national sense of madness and being daft in this country. In a country you have laws and rule of law. That we are talking about a man that they picked up for a crime that should submit itself willingly. It's not because we are mad. They've removed our brains and skulls. Henry Thoreau has said it all. The place for a just man in an unjust society is the prison. So people that are speaking the truth, you put them in prison. But people that have been fingered in corruption charges, they can walk free because they have cronies in power. And you think we have a system. We're joking.
He skipped appearing in court 5 times. Every month
you are just starting.
April 23rd, 10th of May, 13th of June, 27th of June, and 17th of July.
Big English.
So what
where is Yahaya Bello?
Hashtag.
Where's Yahaya Bello? Let's move on to
for
our
other
next
people,
story
they
now.
are so quick to invite you at
Maybe my next story will make you guys a bit happier. The federal government is saying that it will cut down expenditures for the upcoming COP29 climate conference in Baku in Azerbaijan. Now, briefing journalists in Abuja on Tuesday, the special advisor to the president on media and publicity, Ajuri Ingilale, said the measure would save the government about 10 billion from the 11-day event. His statement read in part, many Nigerians would recall that as President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the federal government of Nigeria's delegation to COP28 in Dubai last year, there were some elements of outcry concerning the size of the delegation. According to him, cutting down the official expenditure is necessary to avoid the embarrassment of COP28, which took place last year. Among the measures to save the funds is that the government will no longer hire a pavilion which costs about $500,000, while a delegation office will be set up inside the premises. He also added that some of the wasteful platforms that give rise to consultancies and subcontracts for lighting and other technology provisions will be abandoned as they can be provided directly by the National Council on Climate Change. Look at us. Look at us, saving 10 billion.
On this, yes. I mean, they listened. You guys, I watched the morning. They were torn apart with the delegations there, and so this is an effort. And look, by the way, folks out there can go to the Ministry of Finance website, click on parastatals to look at spending. Open Treasury is a portal you can look at. I'll be giving all these websites out to go and check on what tracker, budget, and so on and so forth. So it's good that they've listened and avoided the backlash from last time. Saving money, cutting down expenditure. That's what we talk about, and that's a good move.
I also like that they've also given the criteria of the people who would go there, because we saw some questionable names on that delegate list last year. That if you have no business being there, if you have nothing to do with climate change, then let the state not fund you to attend a climate change conference. I heard recently of situations whereby people who are qualified to attend conferences, who have done the work, are prevented from traveling abroad for these conferences because they put their, people that are friends and family members or alliances on those lists, and that is unfair. And then that's what happens when we go to these conferences, spend a lot of money, and come back with nothing. because the people who are supposed to be making these deals, having these conversations, negotiations are not there. They've been left, substituted for people who are just there to keep people company, to sightsee, to reward, for vibes, So I'm really glad. And I did say earlier that I believe that beyond COP28, let this be the policy going forward. For international trips that we have by any agency, let there be a transparent platform where the names of the delegates and the reason why they are qualified to go is there. I think this is a great development, and I'm glad that the government took the advice or the recommendations and the cries of the people to account and developed this.
Rufai is going to say something positive. He's going to
say our shout yielded something.
Yes.
I'm happy. I'm happy. But
oh no,
we will now look at that list and also scrutinize further.
Yeah.
Because I said it deliberately. Because please, let's never forget the government's argument the last time. The government tried to even gaslight us and told us that we're stupid to our faces by saying that it was only 500 people or thereabouts, that some people paid for themselves. So we are now going to look at that list. But this is a great departure from the last time that even people with pancake and fashion parade, all sorts of human beings were there. No,
why come for the pancake though?
What?
Come on, you like the pancake. Why are you
No. What I was saying is different. I'm saying that all sorts of people with questionable character were there. And for different reasons. So, a kudos to President Tinubu. And I also want to give him his quick kudos, please. As regards the Hajj Commission. We've replaced the Hajj Commission boss, but we want to know the end of that investigation. When he does well, I will say it. I'm a realist enough to say it. Kudos to him on this, but we are still checking.
All right, then let's take our final story. Going to the United States, where former President Donald Trump's claim that pop superstar Taylor Swift is backing his 2024 presidential campaign has made reactions on social media. Trump shared AI images on his platform through social on Monday, showing women wearing Swifties for Trump t-shirts, as well as an AI-generated picture of Swift dressed as Uncle Sam, accompanied by the caption, "Taylor wants you to vote for Donald Trump." However, Swift has not publicly endorsed any candidate for the 2024 elections, making Trump's claim misleading. I mean, very quickly, guys.
What else is new? That's all I have to say. What else is new with Donald Trump and lies and misleading people? I love the poorly educated. This is what he lives for. This is what he lives for.
I think he has bigger things to face. Let him respond to Stephanie Grisham's claims as to what happened when she served as his press secretary. I'm looking forward to what his response would be. Rather than chasing Taylor Swift to endorse him. By the way, Taylor Swift endorsed President Joe Biden in the last election. So let's see if she's moved camp or she's sticking.
And you know Taylor Swift is one of the biggest pop stars of the years right now. She has the backing. Yeah. She definitely can pull some numbers.
But you're saying you should react to Grisham. What is there? You know that all the things Grisham said about Trump was true.
Until he has
a man that see how he's going to defend himself.
I'm sorry, a man that was called, maybe you just want the theatrical argument.
He will insult her. That's what he will insult her.
He will
abuse her. Exactly.
A man that was caught on camera that could tell you that he grabbed the woman by the pee and he defended himself by saying his locker room talk. Do you expect a man to give you otherwise? He's a liar. He's a thief. A man that can have sex with a porn star.
While his wife was pregnant with his child. The man is morally bankrupt.
He's a cheeky man.
Oh my
He's morally bankrupt. He's a yucky, dirty thing.
Let Donald Trump
so what do you expect from this man?
Let Donald Trump come and defend. He has a right to defend himself. That's her side of the story, so he has a right to defend himself.
With more abuses.
Whether or not those accusations were true, and whether Melania Trump had the opportunity for her to post out, something in condemning the insurrection on January 6th, and she didn't take the option. That was quite serious in terms of allegations, and I think he should come out to either respond, maybe he might choose to keep quiet, but he has a right to defend himself.
Definitely, that's all I have for you. Tomorrow, very, I won't say exciting, but the trending story that I would really like us to touch on is this South African Chidima Adishino. Yeah. It looks as if her identity document might be revoked. Is actually currently investigations. We'll find out, and I'll let you know tomorrow.
We'll
that's all what's trending.
Thank you so much, Shaitan. Really, really appreciate it. And there she is. We just saw her just now.
Not me, the other one. Okay.
That also opens a can of worms. Apart from the racial issue, it also a can of worms as regards, identity theft and what might have been going on in South Africa.
Definitely.
But thank you so much, Shaitan Atigara.
Thanks. Awesome stuff, Shaitan.
Thank you so much for watching the program. I appreciate you for your patience to watch from beginning to end. I hope you have learned a lot from this very program that I just played, this video. Please like and share the video. Share to all platforms. After sharing the video, now you can go to the comment section and put down your comments. Whatever suggestions, contributions you have to make, what do you think about the video I just played? Go to the comment section and put your comment. I will go to the comment section, and I bet you I am learning a lot from there, and you can equally learn from there. Let us share our experience on that comment section. Thank you so much, and stay blessed. Don't forget to share, and we continue to bless you as you share. Biafra government, peace, progress, unity, and equity. We move.